Well, let me start from the beginning. I started reenacting about 18 years ago,
Yeah.
and it was really interesting. My neighbor up in Westchester County taught junior high school history, and he put together regiments. They had three regiments in the junior high school, and they would go up to Fort Ticonderoga. And at the time, my daughter was in junior high school. George Pataki had won as governor,
Yeah.
and he lives in Peekskill, which is the next town up from me.
Yeah.
And they had a parade with these three regiments marching with
People
full,
never seen anything like
yeah,
that, right?
full regalia.
Yeah. Good
Yeah,
looking uniforms. Too.
yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so I got involved with that, and ever since I started, building my own arsenal because I have a 12-pound. Come over here.
Yeah.
I have a 12-pound musket
Yeah. Yeah.
that I was actually cleaning it yesterday. All right, that shoots lead balls,
Yeah.
and we put black powder in
Black
it.
powder.
Right.
Is it an original favorite musket or is it a modern reproduction?
Oh, of course, modern
Okay,
reproduction.
okay.
Yeah. But it's authentic in that sense.
Yeah.
And we were honored a couple of years ago at the Giant Jets game on Veterans Day.
Yeah.
So we're on the field with our muskets and our
Badass.
uniforms and
Yeah.
stuff, and it was crazy. There was so many people. Both teams are running out.
Yeah.
The Jets and the Giants, they're running out. We had the guys from West Point helicopter over the stadium,
Yeah.
and then parachute.
The Black Knights.
Yes, yeah.
Just
I live
saying.
20 minutes from
Isn't
there.
that something?
I live
Yeah.
20 minutes from there, in Westchester County. That's over in Rockland, Putnam County. So all of this is going
The roof is
on.
Putnam House?
Hmm?
The roof is Putnam House?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So all of this is going on, and then here's the crazy thing. I used my GI Bill to go to Boston University. All right, I
Well,
was.
at the Boston College, I didn't know that. I'm not going to bring people here now.
All right. So in '73, I transferred in. I graduated in '76. What happened in '76?
Let me think. Star Wars? No, that was 77. No, I'm kidding. Go
Sure.
ahead. Hit me.
The bicentennial, right?
Oh, man.
Yeah. So I'm on the Charles River
I like it.
watching the British flotilla go up to Charles
You'll have none of that.
with Queen Elizabeth on it in 1976, 50 years ago.
Yes, indeed.
So here it is, 50 years later. I'm doing a reunion at Boston University to celebrate the 50th year, which also happens to be the quadcentennial. Come
It all
on.
comes together.
No,
Convergence.
no. Here's the good part. The good part is it starts September 17th, which is my birthday. I'll be 74 years
He's
old.
manifesting stuff, man. I'm telling you, yeah.
Boom,
Were you
boom,
in, what were
boom.
you, what were you in? The Army, the Marines?
Navy.
Who ya,
Oh, that's
Navy?
right.
Yeah, Westpac cruise.
Who ya?
My
Yeah.
dad was in the Navy. He did 2 tours in Vietnam.
Ah.
The shit houses in the jungle for the Marines. He said.
There you
They did a
go.
lot more than that.
Hey, you need to build the roads.
Yeah.
So all of this confluence of circumstances, and even this here, meeting you,
Yeah.
former servicemen, living in St. Louis, and a love of history.
Yes.
I'm reading Doris Kern Goodwin's book right now.
Yeah.
It's a fabulous book. It was her latest one. I don't know if she has anything new, but it talks about she worked for Johnson in the Johnson administration. Her former husband, who passed away, worked for Kennedy in the same job. So she talks about that experience and the civil rights experience of both presidents
Yes.
in that era. It's a fabulous book. And then,
What
she did time at Harvard. She lived in Concord, and just that whole New England experience. Because I got off a plane at Logan Airport in 1973 with $27 in my pocket. Didn't know a soul in Boston. Had never been to the East Coast before, and the journey has been so fantastic.
Rich. Well, you travel with your eyes wide open. Most people don't seem to do that. They don't want to see truth. They're not curious.
Yeah.
And who reads anymore, honestly?
Yeah.
What's a big drop off? And
Yeah,
people,
well,
everybody wants sound bites. And they want to
they're
be
a
fed.
comeback from it, but it's an uphill battle.
It is an uphill battle.
It's an uphill battle.
Where'd
You know,
you grow up?
I grew up 10 years in San Francisco and 8 years, get this, 8 years in Compton, California before the Crips,
Yep.
before the gang, before any of that. From 62 to 70, it was almost like Mayberry.
When were you in
Yeah,
San
it's
Francisco?
nice.
I started in San Francisco in 1952.
So you were there when probably the greatest champion in sports history played at the University of San Francisco, Bill Russell.
Or you could say I was a neighbor of O.J. Simpson's.
Oh, there you go. Bill Russell killed two people.
Yeah, Bill Russell lived around. I lived on Fell Street, Fell and Divisadero. UC San Francisco was 8 blocks away from me.
So Andre, I never told you this little story yet. It's many claims to fame. Most notably your daughter, who I know
Right.
you're extremely proud of.
Yeah.
And a world-renowned author, a historian, a Revolutionary War reenactor. But you saved countless lives here in Times Square. And I
Right.
forget
Well,
the year.
here, hold on. Let me get a book for
It's a
you.
true story. Oh, this guy's founded the Times Square Walmart.
Hey, here we go. We're back live. Bill Raleigh would say. So, May 1st, 2010, we had a Pakistani terrorist come to New York with the whole intention of blowing up whoever was here, right here on this corner. I was working across the street that day. It's a beautiful day. It was a Saturday, 7:15 there. About 8 o'clock shows are going in. The place is packed.
Yeah.
They did their homework.
Yes.
Okay, because there are 41 theaters that make up Broadway. There are 9 on this block, from 6th Avenue to 8th Avenue, on any block. So I walked up to the car only because it was, the way it was parked.
Yeah.
And then when I looked inside, it was running
Yeah.
with no driver. Black lacquer paint on the inside of the windows,
Something's up.
and a black curtain behind the front seat.
Dwayne's spidey sense, in a New York way, was
Yeah.
tingling.
Well, you know, here in New York, I've been in this business since 1989.
Yes.
And guys have worked for me in the past and whatever. And I always say to them, you never know who's watching you to give you a phony $20 bill,
Something.
to steal something from you.
Always working the angles.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
This is New York, so you've always got to be sensitive to your surroundings. It's so funny. I had a stand for 6 years down on Wall Street from '92 to 2000, right? And I used to be at the corner of Wall and Williams, 1 block from the stock exchange. And I have pictures in this book. I was there when they hit the garage in '93, and then I was there on 9/11. I have pictures of the collapse from that angle, 8 blocks away. All right. And how this slow moving plume
Yes.
came down Wall Street with people running in front of it. You know, he might not remember it, but you remember the old Steve McQueen movie, The Blob.
Yeah.
Remember how the Blob used to cut that?
It's horrifying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this was like they were
Couldn't
running
get away
from the
from it.
Blob
Yeah.
and stuff.
I like the ball.
Yeah. Yeah. So those experiences, and to then have this happen here on May 1st, 2010.
King Tammany Day. St. Tammany Day.
Also, Communist Day, May Day.
Yeah. Oh, always.
Yeah.
So one of the things, as you well know, and you well know, freedom is not free.
Hallelujah, brother. That's
Has
right.
never been free. You know, when I do my first Rhode Island thing,
Yes.
because up in Westchester we had a lot of loyalists,
Yes.
a lot of loyalist spies. You know,
Yeah.
that you can't call them conspirators because they were with the crown. So they chose a side.
They're part of the power brokers at the time.
There we
Yeah.
go. So they chose a side, and it's an interesting history because I would say roughly a third of them, especially in the New York area, left, and had their land confiscated and everything else. But here's the more poignant part of it in a crazy way. The edict that the general passed in his southern campaign against the patriots who freed the slaves then, and then here you had these people, my people, given freedom by the crown to fight for their banner.
Yes.
And I would venture to say, varying numbers, 9 to maybe even 12,000 fought for the British.
Substantial.
The Patriots, yeah, maybe 6 to 9,000, with the promise of freedom after your year of enlistment, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when the British freed the slaves, that was like able-bodied men, non-able-bodied men, just slaves. And they followed the British campaign through the Carolinas.
They followed the camps.
They followed the camps. They
For
followed
safety, and they didn't want to be retributed against, right? Yeah,
You
of
know,
course.
I
of
mean,
course.
it was a very
Yes.
personal
Of
decision,
course, yeah.
made by individuals to figure which way you were going. So, your Native American history, that
Yeah.
was a very,
Yeah.
the Mohawks, do they go
They
for
split.
the British
Yeah.
or do they go for the
Very
Patriots?
strong parallel. Very
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
Very good.
and in a lot of cases, I think it was the massacre of I want to say Ticonderoga, but it wasn't Ticonderoga. But
Wyoming Valley.
well, they were going to reinforce the
Right,
fort,
right,
and they were
right,
ambushed
right,
by
right,
the
right.
Mohawks
Yes.
on the way, and they lost almost 80%.
Right.
And most of the bodies were never recovered because it was done out in the wild. So you had this terrible thing of the Mohawks who participated in that with the British, and then the Patriots and the Loyalists who were killed, and it took years to get through that. And there was that thing of the Mohawks had seen what the Patriots had done back during the French American War. So they had a history of what to expect.
Mm.
And the broken promises were even yet to come.
Right. And that justified to some the ability to weigh in and take all their
Yeah.
because they sided with the British.
Exactly. Yeah. So it was, for the slaves, for the Native Americans, and we have a beautiful statue in Yorktown Heights, New York. There's a Yorktown Heights, New York, in the beautiful Hudson Valley in Westchester County. That's a monument to the Native American. He's there with a tomahawk. The Lieutenant Colonel Green has a sword.
Yeah, yeah.
And then my character, the former slave with a musket. It took us 15 years to raise funds to do this, but it's a gorgeous, gorgeous statue.
I love that you were involved with that because right now down in Washington D.C. they're building a new stadium for what were the Washington Redskins.
Right.
But what they left behind is the history and dynamicism of Chief Two Guns Whitecalf, who used to go to Washington D.C. to petition to hold the government accountable to their treaty rights.
Yeah.
And he actually died in D.C. during one of his exchanges with the U.S. government, and he died only miles away from the new stadium. So we're trying to similarly get a statue funded and built on site to recognize the Blackfeet tribe and their contributions to America through the NFL, and showing America what a Redskin native was,
Yeah.
Chief Two Guns White Cap
Right.
was.
Uh-huh.
And mind you, not every native nation participated in Redskinism. It's a status, has
Yeah.
nothing to do with race.
Right. Well, I mean, and then it's you have to put the perspective of when it was,
Yeah.
what were the dynamics of the time, and it's this hard decisions that they had to make between whether they were going to go with King George or whether they were going to go with George Washington. So in my talk, I always start out by saying there were a lot of naysayers who
Yes.
set up and said George Washington is out of his goddamn mind to go against the most powerful empire
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
world has ever known.
Yeah.
And they were right in thinking that. They were right. It wasn't going to be a slam dunk. They didn't think poor George was going to win. And it was because some say providence, some say dumb luck, that he never got his army pinned down and defeated.
He was mobile.
He was a mobile thing, which was far different from the European style.
Came from the Native American tradition.
Well, the European style of fighting on a field, and you fight for the 6 hours, and then you call it a day, and then you meet on the field again.
What about Washington style fighting? He learned a lot.
Oh yeah. Well, he learned it from the French and Indian War where he served. So and it was the way it unfolded.
Yeah.
And we are where we are because we are where we
Because we are where we are.
Yeah, I mean it's hey, and the good thing is there's more to come, good or bad.
Yeah.
Do you have a website or anything?
No, I don't.
All right.
Yeah.
But so tell me real quick your daughter's name and her most recent book.
Tiffany D. Jackson.
Yep.
She's written 18 books, murder mysteries for HarperCollins. These are Korean translation and French translation and Spanish translation. She was honored to get the Edgar Allan Poe Mystery Writers Award 5 months ago, actually, right across the street here at the Marriott Hotel. I know the Raven, and I know I know that story and the craziness of him, but I didn't know they gave out an award for the last 80 years in Edgar Allan Poe's.
Under a fifth time, I'll take the Edgar Allan Poe's cottage in the Bronx.
Yeah. So it's a whole crazy thing. But she won. She had 2 books this year that were honored, and she won on one of them. And the book was entitled "Murder in the Water," and the setting is Martha's Vineyard, which is 50 years ago. Last year, that's where they made Jaws. In Martha's Vineyard.
Talk about Jaws earlier.
Yeah. So it's things of circumstances, but it's a great. I loved you when I met you.
No, I just had the same one.
Let me just say this. I loved you when I met you, and my love is even more reinforced because you meet people who have a deep interest in life, in history, and just open, like a sponge, open to absorb there.
Curious.
Yeah.
I learned so much from this guy. Talk.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'm a better person because of Dwayne. Yeah.
So it's
I'm
my
gonna
honor.
run out of film here.
Okay,
Dwayne, you're the
cool.
best, man. Really.
Cool.
All right.
Cool.
So
That's for you.
well,
There you go.
Yeah. There you
thank
go.
you. Thank
Yeah.
you.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank
No,
you.
I gotta get your information.
I'm taking him down to. We're gonna go to the Prison Ship Martyrs Monument in Brooklyn, where they have the remains of the prisoners. I'm gonna take him to Wall Street.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
At Fort Nathaniel Green.